got in a stretch limo.
Oh, now that would have been really brilliant. Pull into a little podunk town. Brangelina, very subtle.
How far are we?
Well, the last sign says 60 miles to Paris, Texas. I hope your boy's there.
Oh, we has John McBain's word to go on. Maybe we should turn around and head in the opposite direction.
Where are you, Cole?
You know Patrick Thornhart's widow and son?
Take these cuffs off, maybe I'll tell you about it. I just found out that Thornhart was murdered.
By a terrorist who's been hiding in Ireland for years.
Marty thought she was safe from this guy. She thought he was dead.
She told you about him?
This is the guy that has Marty and Cole.
Yeah, but you don't know that for sure.
Just ask Bo Buchanan.
You want me to share my get with your buddies, the local police? So we're talking about international terrorists, double kidnapping.
You know, Ramsey, you make this about you and not about Marty and Cole, I promise you I will take you down.
Please, fine.
How could I possibly go out with someone again if I don't know something as basic as his full name?
What, just so you can check me out on the internet?
No. No. It's just that where I come from, a woman knows things like that, you know, people's last names.
Well, Vicky, I consider you a friend, and all of my friends just call me Charlie B.
B like B-E-A, like B. Arthur, or B like the bug?
No, B period, like the initial. And I happen to be a friend of Bill W.
Oh. You're an alcoholic.
And I always will be. Does that change how you feel about going out with me again?
Just so you know, I'm doing this under duress.
Duly noted. And Matthew's not here because he got a better offer to go Catholic.
Yeah, well, don't you be thinking that I'm bailing on this one, because I'm not. You challenged my ego in front of my son, and so now I either have to giddy up or I'm not cowboy enough to be on this ranch.
Hey, Noah, what can I say? You got outplayed.
Oh, you're not sticking me on that horse that threw Vicky, are you?
Now that horse lives in Lambview. That's a good horse, by the way. And the only reason it bucked was because it got spooked by Dorian. There's no chance of that happening tonight.
It's all so Asa. Gunmetal and rawhide. Just like he liked it.
It smells like horse funk. Look, Alex, this isn't my idea of the lap of luxury, if you know what I mean.
I know, darling, but all good things come to those who wait, as they say. And I assure you, this delay is well worth it.
You're shivering. You should go in.
Just one more minute. I just want to catch one more shooting star.
Ah. What are you doing here?
Get over yourself. We brought blankets.
Oh. Thanks.
Wasn't my idea.
You look cold.
Wow. Genuine human impulse. Who knew?
Yeah, well, I'm just protecting my investment.
What's that? Sorry? If you don't lay off, or I think I might, you know.
Looks cozy. Got room for two more?
Buchanan Hospitality sure has taken a dive since Asa bought the farm.
Buchanan Hospitality, isn't that an oxymoron? I, for one, am not waiting.
Good evening. I was just told of your arrival.
Nigel, I want to see Clint. Would you please tell me where he is?
Are the three of you traveling together?
By a sick twist of fate, we happen to be on the same plane. Clint is still here.
Oh, poor Nigel. How have you been enduring these past few months since Asa passed away?
Well, I'm doing my best in a difficult situation.
I'm sure. I hope you made out like a bandit in the will after all your enduring years of service. Keep a stiff upper lip.
Would you please zip it, Alex? Thank you so much. Pardon me. You still haven't answered my question. Where is Clint?
At the moment, I don't know.
How did he and Bo make out in the will?
Oh, she's impossible, David. How could you have married that?
It was really easy. Oh, Nigel, by the way, we're Alex and David Vickers now. What do you think of that?
So, got any more blankets handy?
Sorry, fresh out. Don't you worry about it. I'll go get us a couple.
No, Sid. I mean, why go all the way back to the house when we've got body heat?
You know, John tracked Marcy to Decatur and New Orleans. Why would he lie now?
Yeah, well, that's what he told us he did.
Oh, here we go.
This could be a big wild goose chase.
You know, if you're gonna rant like this, why don't you just go back to sleep?
The men did hide the fact that my son was alive.
Yeah, he did it to protect his sister-in-law from a lot of
He
pain.
thought he was doing the right thing. Well, now his sister-in-law's on the run with my kid. But you'll just believe anything the man tells us to do.
The FBI tracked him too.
It's just that, you believe everything he says. You don't believe in me.
You keep on like this, I'm gonna pull over to the next farm, grab a tranquilizer gun, and shoot you and put you out of both of our misery.
Maybe it's best he's off the case now. We have to play by his rules.
Meaning?
Don't worry about it. You won't have to get your hands dirty. If I find Marcy, I'm gonna handcuff her to the radiator of her car and take the kid.
This terrorist guy. What would he want with Cole or Marty?
You don't have the security clearance of a meter maid, John. You want the jacket on an international criminal, you get zipped.
You already told me something. This guy's so far up on the FBI wanted list that the minute you thought I had something on him, you forgot all about Marcy.
If you have information you're not telling me,
Just working my way up to meter maid, what would I know?
I string you up under the Patriot Act. So, one more time, what do you know?
Why don't you tell me something about the suspect? Maybe it'll jar my memory.
MI5 has been chasing this guy around Northern Ireland on hard terror charges for 30 years.
And you want to bag him?
Oh, you betcha.
How bad do you want it? Bad enough to stop looking after my sister-in-law? Bad enough to help me find Marty and Cole?
One Life to Live on ABC, brought to you by V-Smile TV Learning System. Turn game time into brain time.
Well?
I like using the light corn syrup instead of the dark. It's good.
Just good? I need out of this world if I'm gonna win the Dallas Bake Off.
Well, with the top pies, it's a matter of personal taste. Just because you haven't made blue ribbon.
Don't talk down to me, Mo. I've been first runner-up 2 years in a row. I wanna win.
You can't. Not this year.
Why not? Do you know something?
I know who's gonna win this year. Me.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to pry. I apologize.
No, I mean, it's fair that you should want to know a guy's last name after the first date.
You know, it never occurred to me to ask before.
Well, you were obviously just blinded by my rugged good looks.
And refreshing repartee.
No, I just think that you should know that, see, I wasn't exactly polite company before I got into recovery.
How long has it been?
It's been 10 months and 16 days.
Oh, that would make it right
New
around
Year's Eve.
resolution.
More like an epiphany. Just a lifetime of regrets and also just a slight case of near-fatal alcohol poisoning.
Wow, I'm sorry.
Well, that's just my road to hoe. And I'm doing it, as we say, one day at a time.
I guess we're all doing that to a certain extent. Taking it one day at a time.
But the bottom line is, have I shot to hell any chance at all that I have of a second date with you?
Oh, could you two take it down a notch? I mean, really, all this PDA is disgusting.
When did the marriage take place?
Yesterday.
It was serendipity.
Love at first sight.
Had to have each other.
And ever since our I do's, it's been one blissful moment after another, hasn't it, lover?
Elysian, baby.
I've heard this story ad nauseum. Truly, I could puke. Now then, you still haven't told me where Clint is.
It is my understanding that he has gone riding with Miss Hannon.
Oh, a moonlight ride. How romantic.
What? Nora's too city-fied to go anywhere near a horse.
Mr. Buchanan was somewhat insistent.
Oh, so it was a family affair then. The whole clan went off for a ride.
No, it was just the two of them.
Oh, I was right. High romance. Looks like you're too little too late, Dorian.
Ah, yes, Dorian. I wonder what she would make of the fact of my inheriting the mansion.
I'm sure she'll have something choice to say about it.
I'm sure she will. Hey, if your father didn't want me to have it from Matthew, I would have given it right back to Renee.
Well, that's not what Renee wanted. Or Matthew. Or me.
So, we gonna ride or what?
Yeah, we are. You know, I can't believe that you and Bo never did this because you have not seen this ranch until you've seen
it from the saddle of a horse.
Have I said that?
Now everyone says it. Listen, you have no idea how many near-fatal diseases I got at the mere mention of a horseback ride.
Yeah, well, you look pretty healthy to me. Oh, that's so sad. So sad and so wrong. Nice try.
I'm feeling faint.
You cold?
Well, must be a lot different looking at this place now that you know you own it.
I just want Natalie to see it the way I see it.
And we did take the tour. First, there was this little clearing by the creek, and then the woods. Oh, there was this one tree that Chuck showed me.
It's an oak. Couple 100 years old, at least.
The biggest I have ever seen.
So basically what you're saying is you did the nasty from one end of the ranch to the other.
I'm not asking the Bureau to stop their search. But you could stop going after her just to get back at me.
After all the lives your operations have cost after Caitlin, you have the nerve to imply that I would endanger a subject for you?
Well, just imagine what it'll do for your career, Lee. You know? You nail this guy and you protect a woman and her son in the process. I mean, that's gotta be good for at least 1 or 2 pay raises, maybe a corner office, headlines, good headlines this time, as opposed to the bad ones you're gonna get for chasing after a woman who's just trying to protect her child.
What do you know about Marty Saybrook and her son, and how does it connect to my guy?
Well, it's on a need-to-know basis, and since you and I are gonna be working side by side on this case, you don't need to know.
Nigel, I want you to take me to Clint at once.
I just told you they've gone riding. They could be anywhere on the property.
Well, surely there is some way to find him.
Yeah, Clint's a little old school, but the man's got a cell phone.
And Mr. Buchanan doesn't like to use his mobile phone on rides. He says it disturbs the horses.
Well, then get one of the ranch hands to find them. I need to speak to him immediately.
Mrs. Buchanan has given the staff the night off in honor of her late husband, but I'd be happy to make you at home until Mr. Buchanan and Miss Hannon
While you're in a
return.
welcoming mood, why don't you make a little bedroom up for my husband and myself?
May I ask what brings Mr. and Mrs. Vickers here?
Nigel, I haven't the foggiest.
Oh, financial business of a personal nature.
So, where is this here stallion that I'm supposed to be taming?
We'll get to that in a minute, but I thought that we would gauge your aptitude for all of this on an inanimate object before we get to the real deal.
My aptitude? I'll have you know I got a 99th percentile on my LSATs.
I'll mention that to the horse. Now then, the most important thing you have to remember is you have to commit. Now put aside any nervousness you might have because the animal is going to pick up on that and you'll get off on a bad start.
Okay, commit. Easy as pie.
Okay. All right. Number 1 is commit. Number 2 is you just look.
See, I committed and I did it.
Yeah, you did it. The problem is you're facing the horse's rear end. Don't you even go there.
Well, says who?
Says the saddle. Look what you're holding. That's the back of the saddle. So you would be facing south, the horse would be walking north, and that's something we want to avoid at all costs. So, Smarty, why don't you get yourself down and we'll try this again.
Now, that was uncalled for.
And gross.
I had to toss you right off this property. She's the one that put it out there.
No. Nobody said anything about doing the nasty until you shot off your mouth.
These two have been going at it since yesterday, and that I got from the horse's mouth.
Whoa, you told Jared that you slept with him and you didn't tell me?
Oh, it's not like that.
Well, then how does he know?
Yeah, I'm a little curious about that too. You want to tell him or should I?
I was walking by her room and I heard noises.
So he barged in on us.
What were you thinking, letting yourself into somebody else's room?
I thought she was in trouble.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference between fun and trouble. Must be all that prison time.
Well, next time, just keep the door shut.
Does anybody else have a problem with me sleeping with Chuck? See? It's just you.
I guess I just thought more of you than they must.
Where are we?
We are someplace isolated in Ireland.
Ireland. How did we get here?
I don't know. I came back into my hotel room in New Orleans and there was a man there. He grabbed me from behind and the next thing I know, I woke up here.
I went back to my apartment to get my cell phone, and there was a guy there. He had a mask on.
A death mask?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Because I saw him on Halloween.
Yeah, he was outside of Star's house that night.
He was looking for us. Sweetie, I promise you. Okay, I am not gonna let anything happen to you.
Mom, who are these guys? And what do they want from us?
I know how Thornhart was killed. I think I know why he was killed, and I even know his last words. There's no downside on this for you, Lee. All you have to do is pull your resources with me. And when we catch this guy, I'll fade into the woodwork, and you can have all the credit.
But I don't trust you.
Well, it doesn't really matter. Your case is cold without me. I got the only lead.
If we do this, we do it.
Yes, your way. I know. I know the drill. All right, now let's see that file.
All right. I'll arrange transport to D.C. You see the file, then you tell me everything you know.
Let's do it fast. I need to find Marty and Cole.
What? You giving up on Marcy?
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Why eat it if it's so inferior?
I never said it was inferior. It's just not my banoffee.
You wouldn't dare.
It's my best shot at a blue ribbon.
You know how much this bake-off means to me.
But think of the publicity. 2-time runner-up pits her pecan pie against her boss's big league banoffee. The Bonjour will get taste testers by the truckload.
You don't want to pick this fight.
I've already filled out my entry form.
Fine. If that's the way you want it, it's war.
I admire your forthrightness.
But...
No, there's no but. No. I would be a fool to turn down a second date with you. You have said and done nothing to give me pause.
Well, I'm grateful, but actually, I was hoping to give you a little pause.
Why?
You see, Charlie with a last name, he was not a good man. He was manipulative, he used people, and he would do anything to justify his next drink. And he let down his own son in the worst kind of way.
You know, you don't owe me any explanation.
No, but I think I do. Because you see, Charlie B, in recovery, he's a different guy. He doesn't hide behind a bottle. He faces life, whatever it brings. And I'm getting to like this new guy more and more each day. But if that other guy ever does come back, I want you to just walk away from him. Because you don't deserve that son of a bitch. And God knows, he doesn't deserve you.
I understand what you're saying, you know. More than you could possibly know. And I really appreciate your desire to protect me. Let me ask you something. When does Charlie B get his name back?
When he earns it. You know, but my last name isn't such a big secret. I mean, if you really want to know what it is, I'd be happy to tell you.
It's fine. Charlie B, just fine. And, by the way, I'm Vicky D.
Well, nice to meet you.
Hey, if you can't show Natalie some respect...
Hey, wait. No, I'd actually really like to hear what Jared has to say.
You want to talk, we do it in private.
Why? Afraid it'll get back to Renee?
I'm afraid I would humiliate you more than you've already humiliated yourself.
Excuse me?
I got an idea. Why don't we pack her in and head back to the house, get a warmer upper, and iron this thing all out?
No, this guy has been pushing us around since day one, and then taking advantage of Sarah and Renee.
No. Leave my name out of this. This is between you and Jared.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry for this. Let's go.
No. You know what? You're cute and you're fun, but this is all a little too much for me. So do me a favor. Lose my number, okay?
My new favorite person. I think my new best friend has the right idea. Let's go.
Well, I'm not leaving Natalie here alone with Jared.
Don't you worry. I'm not going anywhere.
Guys, I'm okay.
Natalie?
No, obviously. This thing is not going to get settled with you around, so go on up without me. And if Jared wants some one-on-one time, I'll give it to him.
Dad, I'm glad you called.
Hey, how's my girl?
I'm okay.
You don't sound okay.
It's just this whole thing with Cole, it's really scaring me. Commissioner Buchanan said that his mom's missing too.
Yeah, I know, sweetie.
Dad, I just don't know what to do.
No, don't give up hope.
But the cops don't know anything.
You know, look at it this way. If Cole and Marty are both missing, then they're probably together. And if they're together, they'll figure a way out of whatever mess they're in.
Dad, you don't know that.
I know Marty, and she's not going to let anything happen to Cole. Now, your mom and I will be home soon, and you won't be alone with this thing. And if Cole and Marty aren't back by the time I get home, then I will personally go out there and hunt your boyfriend down myself. How about that?
But you hate Cole.
Yes, but I love you, and that's all that matters. Try to take it easy now, okay? We'll call you later.
Did she sound as bad as I think?
Marcy McBain took my baby boy away from me. And she's taking me away from Star and Jack. She's gonna pay.
You two get this wrapped up by the time I get back.
You going to D.C. with that clown? My family is still missing.
Marty and Cole are missing too. The difference is they've been abducted by a very dangerous guy, Mike. They're on the clock.
John, Marcy and Tommy are dealing with the FBI and Todd Manning.
They'll be in a lot less trouble now that Ramsey's off their trail.
You stop looking for her now. We might not find her. She could disappear with Tommy forever.
No matter what happens, Mike, they're safe and they're alive.
Not if Todd Manning finds them
Manning
first.
is not going to hurt Marcy.
Oh, come on, man. The guy is a complete psycho, and you know it. You were supposed to protect Marcy from him. Please, John, let the FBI find Marty. Don't abandon my wife. Come on, John. Todd's dangerous, and you know it. Blair fell off a roof because of him. She lost a child because of him. She's not going to be able to protect Marcy and Tommy if Todd goes ballistic.
He won't hurt her.
And you know this how?
He won't jeopardize hurting his son, not now that he's so close to finding him.
Oh, come on, John. How many people have gotten hurt because they got in this guy's way? John, choose me this time. Choose your bro.
I've been choosing you my whole life. I'm not going to stop now. Trust me. Getting Ramsey out of the equation was the best thing I could do for Marcy.
How about I liberate a little bottle of bourbon over here, and we'll make ourselves comfortable until Clint and Bo get back.
Now, booze is something I can drink to.
Unfortunately, Commissioner Buchanan was unable to make the trip.
Fine. When Clint gets back, tell him that Alex and David Vickers need to have a word with you.
I already told you. The family has been...
Excuse me? It's perfectly all right. Don't bother about me. I'll find Clint all by myself.
Now, wait, Dr. Lord.
No. I can't wait to get out of this room.
Oh, boy. Angel, I have enjoyed spending every waking moment with you since we got married, but I'm a little worried about Dorian out there in the dark all by herself. She might drop down a mine shaft or get rustled by outlaws.
Oh, what a loss that would be. Fine. Go make sure she doesn't get eaten by a coyote, and I'll have a little private word with Nigel.
Oh, you take care of my Angel, okay?
Mrs. Vickers, I'll have that room made up.
Knock it off, Nigel. You and I both know that I have taken back my rightful mantle as Mrs. Alex A&OFanz Buchanan. Cheers.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to grab you. Slippery little devil, isn't he? Okay. Can I have your flask?
You need liquid courage to get back on this horse.
No, I need a liquid for heat, not for courage.
Oh, why didn't you tell me you were cold?
Oh, well, we were kind of busy doing other things. Ooh. Oh. Thank you.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's great. Can I have your flask?
I don't have one.
Yes, you do. Don't even try to tell me you don't. You've got one.
Nora.
Yes, I knew it.
It's all bourbon.
That's perfect. Thank you. Ooh. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
I still think it would have been good for Bo to be here. It would have helped him.
Bo's got that thing with Asa, and he doesn't let go of things very easily. Besides, he's taking care of Lindsay.
Oh, come on, the woman's at St. Anne's.
Oh, please, Clint, you of all people know. Never underestimate Lindsay. She would never let something so trivial as sanity stand in the way of between her and Beau.
You know, they started out as friends, and then something happened.
Yeah. I guess they're trying to figure out what to do about it.
But there they are, trying to make things work.
That's what friends do.
Are you saying that there could be more than that?
Who are we talking about?
I don't get it. I don't. I understand why Nash and Jessica hate me. Believe me, I do. But you, of your entire family, I figured you'd be the one to understand where I was coming from.
How so?
Tess took my life away, Natalie. She hung a prison conviction around my neck for fun. Ruined any chance I ever would have at getting a regular job. Jessica is responsible for this, and you blame me for wanting to make this right?
Jared, you came at my family with an angle. You should have been honest.
Were you honest the first time you approached the Buchanans? Tell me, why did you insinuate yourself into your mother's family before you even let them know who you really were? Was it because you were afraid they might deny you? All I want is my life back. The life I was making for myself before I ran into Tess. And you can help me. But instead, you fight me tooth and nail. Because you still feel like the outsider, and you're afraid that I'm gonna take away what you worked so hard to get. I wanted us to go to the top together, and this goody that your family expects you to be doesn't jive with the woman that you know you should be, and that's a waste, Natalie.
Wait. I didn't sleep with Chuck.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
Nigel. I'm sure that Asa is smiling down on you right now because of your enduring loyalty. Don't feel bad. As a former FAB agent, I would have ferreted out the truth sooner or later.
And what truth would that be?
That my lawfully wedded husband, David Vickers, is Asa Buchanan's son.
I have to admit that I didn't expect to see much of him once you and Beau got divorced.
Yeah, it was kind of a rough divorce, wasn't it? A lot of hard feelings. And then I got so sick.
You know, when people get sick, sometimes you realize how much you want them in your life.
Who are we talking about now, Clint?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
What are you talking about? You two were all over each other.
You saw what I wanted you to see.
You faked it. Why?
I wanted you to walk away. I wanted you to walk away from me because I kept not being able to walk away from you.
Welcome to Paris.
Oh, finally.
What are you doing?
To that motel? I'm tired.
That's fine, I guess. I'm hungry. Check out the diner.
Bonjour.
It's got the little Eiffel Tower and everything. I love these tacky little podunk towns.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. If they're serving, we're eating.
Be reasonable, woman.
Enjoy. It's on the house. I insist.
That's the best pie in Texas.
Technically, it's the second best. But that's all gonna change this year.
We'll see about that.
Yes, we will, won't we?
Mo, tell you what. Why don't you go home? And we'll close up tonight, okay?
I bet you will.
Where is your business sense? More customers for the bonjour means more tips for you.
Mo, talk to the hand.
I guess it's just you and me and a pecan pie.
Suits me.
I don't know who these people are or what they want, but I promise you I'm gonna keep you safe, okay? Because I know that there are people already out there looking for us, okay? They know I'm missing.
What do you mean? Like John?
Yes, okay? He's gonna find us. He has to.
Let's go.
Get out.
Mike. I'll call you later.
Well, that was a heartwarming family scene there, John. I know Caitlin would have been touched.
You want to talk about the past or you want to do the job?
Oh, all I care about is hitting my target.
And all I care about is bringing Marty and Cole home.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
I'm awfully glad I found you.
It's getting late.
Right.
And probably should be getting to bed.
God, I feel like we're getting close.
Watch weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.
An all-new Men in Trees.